Hey, it's Bryan from Eastwood, and I'm back with another update on Project Sunny. Now, it's been a little while since we last did a video, but that doesn't mean we haven't been working on the project. The last time around, we had just gotten the body off the chassis and onto a body cart, and that worked out great for stripping out all the wiring harnesses and remaining trim from the body. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing to the shell but steel bodywork. Every last thing that isn't welded to the shell has been removed at this point. But we soon realized that in order to properly repair the rusty floors and rockers, the body was really going to need to move to a rotisserie. So that's what we've done. As you can see, it's mounted on our heavy-duty rotisserie here. Rated at 3,000 pounds, it's clearly overkill for a body that's probably weighs less than 1,000 pounds at this point. But that wasn't our real concern. We were more worried about how we'd get it to mount up to the rig, especially up front. Now, out back was no problem. We just bolted the support arms right through the rear body mounts under the tailgate. But the front body work isn't really structural at all, and it's welded to the firewall, so we couldn't just unbolt it. That meant getting the rotisserie's front support arms about 4 feet further back than they could reach. So we fabbed up some extensions from some leftover square tubing that we had and bolted them to the body mount locations at the firewall, making sure not to put any excessive lifting load on the front fender support structure. As you can see, it worked out fine. Moving it to the rotisserie now allows us to rotate the body upward so we can easily do all the critical sheet metal repairs on the bottom side, eventually. Now, we've actually sidelined body work for now to concentrate on overhauling the engine and chassis. At this point, we have the chassis completely stripped with just the rolling hardware still attached, and we'll be getting to that in the near future. But for now, we're focused on the engine overhaul, which is going great. With the engine and trans out of the chassis and separated from each other, we mounted the engine to a stand and got busy tearing it down. Now, this was a smooth running, relatively low mileage engine when it last ran, so we weren't expecting any major wear and tear on the internals. And that's exactly what we found. The cylinder walls still had their cross hatching, cam lobes and lifters weren't showing any significant wear, and overall it looked like the motor hadn't seen any real abuse. There was only some typical carbon and varnish buildup on the internal surfaces. Externally, however, it looked pretty rough. Its bare aluminum block, heads, valve covers, and intake system had a lot of surface corrosion, and everything steel had severe rust. We tore the entire engine down to its components, leaving only the pistons and crankshafts in the block. External parts and surfaces were blasted to reveal clean bare metal. We ran 2 blast cabinets, actually, the larger B120 cabinet filled with Epix media for the steel parts, while the smaller benchtop B20 cabinet was filled with glass bead to bring back a brilliant finish on external aluminum surfaces, like the intake plenum and valve covers. We broke down the cylinder heads completely and ran them through 2 full cycles in the ultrasonic cleaner, along with a lower intake manifold and the front timing cover. All in all, the parts look pretty much like new inside and out, and they'll go back together perfectly with spotless mating surfaces. We've begun painting some of the external engine components like brackets and pulleys using our 2K underhood low gloss black paint. We chose the 2K formulation over the standard type for its exceptional durability on these parts. Now, we just received a whole slew of fresh components for reassembly, including a new water pump, thermostat, timing chain, gaskets, seals, belts, hoses, and tensioner pulleys. And I can't wait to bring you that update when it's all back together. Until then, you can check out more regular project updates on the Eastwood Garage at eastwood.com/garage. Just type Project Sunny in the search bar to see detailed articles of the work taking place in between the video episodes. For more information on the products featured in this video, check out the links in the description below. And if you haven't already done so, subscribe to Eastwood's YouTube channel while you're down there. And don't forget to hit the bell to automatically get notified of new videos as they come out.